As a person, I'm a fiction, a heart of vomit. Huge amounts of protein, scared, sacred. The difference is simple transposition. Getting high in bathrooms, applying for jobs. Everything I do for approval. Continuous movement, a need beyond my ability. The people I'm closest to, I don't know how to take them seriously. A tragedy, a terrible thing that happens, then is just a thing that happened. I'm the way I've learned to be, an unfortunate accident. I wallow in myself to forget myself. This morning, a cap fell off my tooth. That is the majority of my tooth. I keep it in a sandwich bag. If your link says NSFW, I will click on it. Wait for it. At work. What I'm trying to avoid saying is all the terrible things I imagine others think about me. Everything my fucked up perception tells me, emotions I can't access, the joy missed. When someone asks me a question, my immediate response is no. A delusion of grandeur that's mediocre, a nucleus burning inside itself, help that doesn't help. To prevent prostate cancer, jerk off at least 3 times a week. A medical excuse to mask the loneliness, a future that's always about to end. TGIF. A disordered mind is its own order. A slip from one body to a text. What I feel is unreliable. Nothing is good unless it's undeniably great. It's an idea I'm trying to escape. Pleasure varied, but never increased. Emotion exhausts me. Reality is the best metaphor for reality. More insidious than ecstatic, more energy than talent. Birth, sex, death, the high I'm chasing. This is my listening face. It's terrible, like all my faces. In the crowd, a path will appear. It will appear where you will make it. I wish you could see the rain on my screen as I text you, how purposeful it is to my diction. I'm scared and overly self-protective, working on a form of extreme moderation. It's practiced. I'm married, but still fantasize about meeting the one. There are so many ones. That my inactions affect others is still not something I fully grasp. Little white light that's going to show my religion. Strange distance. Hit me with your money. Text and art, like a human being, bends the artificial borders of identity. My barber's name is Frank. Let's see. Whatever you say I am is what I am. A child holding a lighter, a really cool weather event. I'll be that. The trauma and the story of the trauma I was told. Your touch is intimidating. It feels too good, is what I think when my wife touches me. Massive gaps in my development. Unidentified signals from deep space. Under the skin is more skin, increasingly sensitive. Nary a wound salt water can't heal. I think I'm actually going to read two new ones that I've been working on. These are the first time I've ever read them. But yeah, we'll see how that goes. The first one's called Personal Best. I hate talking. I talk so much, I no longer have a voice. I look at the past and feel distance. I tell my therapist I want to take up as little space as possible. I tell my inner monologue to stop already. Tell me more, my therapist says. How's anybody going to get to heaven if nobody wants to die? A stranger yells. The escalators are broken. Consciousness is energy spent between ourselves and others, is a phrase I recently shared with a friend. A conception of movement on our bodies that we transfer to others. A layer of language between direct experience and the external record of it. I'll have to think about that, my friend said. What would it feel like to be free of whatever dictates this dread and discomfort? No idea. So I put the point in the presentation for you to consider. I listen, and the pain is less. There's a purpose. Interruption as often as possible. Butter that makes every bite of bread better. Phrases there's little reason to share, but I share nonetheless as an invitation, an invocation to and of openness, the subtle and sudden swerves of nuance in dialogue, a song we make up as we go along, an ever-present melody we say into existence, observation and wonder, a thing we share, overwhelming in its ordinariness, and then move on. Practice without performance, innuendos that appear and disappear. Practice as performance. The difference is perception, meaning that decays over time, leaves us less and more ourselves, promises unfulfilled, the ending still unsung. I'm just going to read one more. All I used to want was your attention. I'm not good with emojis. To believe a thing is real, I need to hear it repeatedly. The multiple narratives unspooling simultaneously, ongoing scandals, an old friend continuing to drink himself to death. It will always be and not be real. My desire to be right is almost zero. A body of work, broken concentration, all the wound care questions answered. Aging, says my chiropractor, is the process of your body slowly drying up, cells depleting each time they divide. A living record of my demise, the fragile piece of a happy home. Thanks.